Yes, thank you for making yourself available too, King. What we usually have our guests do when they first come on to the podcast show, if you could tell us, how did you get into the finance industry? Did you go to school for it, or did you just happen to just start working in it just by chance? And also tell us, what do you currently do right now in your position?
Yeah, thank you for that question. And to give a brief background about myself, I'm from New Delhi, India. I did my studies in finance, majors in finance and law, and after that, I'm also a corporate governance professional. So you must have heard about this term, company secretary, and in different jurisdictions, this is also being known as corporate professional or corporate secretary. What they do is they manages whether the functions of the company or the governance of the company is being carried out in the manner which it's supposed to be as per the applicable laws and regulation in that particular country. Now, coming on the part, what I'm currently doing, I'm working with the National Internet Exchange of India. It's Internet Governance Division of the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology in India, wherein I'm dealing with various public policy issues which people are currently facing, be it in the finance side, be it in the accessibility side, be it in the affordability side, be it in the convenience side. And within this domain, there are multiple issues which I usually deal with. And now coming on the last leg of this question, how I'm dealing with the finance side. The work which I'm currently doing with National Internet Exchange of India, it's known as internet governance space. So to be more precise, I'm an internet governance professional working to build an internet which is safe, secure, accessible, interoperable, and sustainable for each one of us. And within the internet, I'm also working on the FinTech side. I think I can discuss more about the initiatives which I'm currently doing in the other segments or in other questions which we will be discussing going forward. Over to you, Jules.
Absolutely. Shout out to, of course, the international governance sector, and especially those who are in this industry. If you are wanting to even ask Sameer any questions, for those who are catching us live or catching the replay, feel free to put them in the comments, and we'll get to any of the questions below, or we'll answer them after the premiere of this episode. But Sameer, I know when we met, you were speaking at a conference. And for those who may have wanted to be at this type of conference before, if you could tell people just a brief summary of the conference that you and I met in Bangkok that you were speaking at, and then tell them like an overview of what you were teaching the guests that came to that conference, just so they can get a snippet or a summary of what you were speaking on.
Yeah, sure, Julian. So in Bangkok, I was invited to be a panelist at the World AI Summit and the Web3 Expo. This is a summit which was organized by a committee which was backed by the Thailand government. So I was speaking there on the internet governance. In short, you can also call as IG space. And within that IG space, I was discussing about the Global Digital Compact, the Summit of the Future, which recently concluded in the month of September under the aegis of the United Nations. And going forward in this podcast, we will be discussing more about the internet governance and the financial space, how they are interlinked with each other, and how the people or the listeners of your podcast can be the part of these engagement, as well as how they can travel free in these conferences. Yeah, over to you now.
All right, y'all. We're going to do just a quick wrap up for some final jewels for today's episode. You just heard from Sameer. He was dropping a ton of wisdom on how you need to prepare for the future, especially with the cyber tech industry. You hear about it, but until it hits your home, until you hear that something is affecting your pockets and you can't access your finances or your banking system, then you're not really taking it serious. But just as we see a lot of catastrophes happening all around the world this year, from fires to storms to hurricanes, earthquakes, all the things that you can possibly think of are going to occur this year, but you need to be getting ahead of how to make sure your financial future is secure, and also how are you preparing you and your family for any of the floods, the rains, the storms, the fires, or even the hurricanes that may come. And so we always believe that debt free is the way to live fully and truly free from the matrix, and also how you can live your dreams and allow your dreams to become a reality by traveling the world. And so follow us on this journey. If you've enjoyed today's episode, you can feel free to stay in touch with myself and also our team by going to www.smartjewelz, Jewelz, enterprises.org. That's smartjewelzenterprises. Or you can follow me on LinkedIn and also on YouTube at King Jewelz Speaks or at Julian Smartrimple. But you definitely want to track with us to sign up for any of our resources. We have financial coaching services that we offer. We have online courses. We have events, conferences, and also different trips that we take for solo and also group trips who are individuals wanting to travel the world and be around other content creators and entrepreneurs who are looking to be debt free and to also have a FIRE movement to retire early. So track with us. If you've been following my journey for any length of time, you know I'm all about teaching financial wellness, health and wellness, and most importantly, personal transformation. And so we are wanting to transform our finances this year, but you have to do your part and also connect with us and our services that we offer, and stay tuned for the next episode. I'm King Jewelz signing off for our special episode that we just were able to launch today with Sameer Gahlot, who dropped a ton of jewels on how you need to be informed about FinTech, and FinTech is the future. And so we'll see y'all next episode. Y'all stay hydrated, stay blessed, shine bright like the bright diamond jewel you've been created to be. And until we meet again, peace, y'all.